Hey everyone, welcome back to Hawk in the Lens. As a lover of birds and wildlife, I want to bring some of the nature close to my home, so it'll definitely help me on my challenge to see all the birds within my field guide this year, but also it's just nice to have them around. It's very cool to watch them in the morning, and bird feeders supports the wildlife too by giving them a valuable source of food, especially in the winter. So today we're going to be doing a quick and easy setup. I'm going to show you how I'm hanging up these two bird feeders. So we've got my feeders here. We've got a suet cage and then a tube feeder that works really well for finches. And then we have two different ways to hang these from the tree. Both are using something that'll wrap around the limb. This is really important because it doesn't damage the tree when it's just hanging from it. Those chains are alternatives to an option that would use a drill and potentially be a little bit more harmful to the tree. The townhomes that I live at don't have a ton of nature. There still actually is a lot of bird activity around and in the trees. You can see these house finches I saw a couple months ago. They were hopping around enjoying the fruit that was coming from the trees. So I knew there was a good potential to bring some birds to the front of my house with some feeders. Even in a townhome, they did have some good landscaping that offered some areas for the birds to hide in and stage before hopping up to the feeders to get some food. So I figured this area would be a pretty decent spot. So this is the tree that I was targeting. I was going to be hanging on the lower branches, of course, because I can't reach the higher branches, but there's a lot of bird activity in this area. So I brought out the stepladder and got to work. So you can see me starting by hanging the chain around the branches of the tree. This was super easy, obviously no tools required. You just wrap it around and connect it together. It doesn't get much simpler than that, and it's a solution I would recommend to a ton of people. Now the second chain was a little bit harder. I was trying to get it up and over this higher branch. You can see me throwing it up and around until I finally got it to go, and then I connected it at the base. Alright, let's start with the tube feeder. I'm using a wild finch mix that I got from my local backyard bird store. That's going to go in here. Pro tip, use a protein powder scoop once you're done with the protein powder for your bird seed. With those chains in place, it was as simple as hanging the bird feeder as if you were attaching it to a hook. Just had to hang it from the bottom of the chain. And then for the suet cage, I just got this nutty butter suet. I really don't know much about suet. I might try and make my own at some point, but we will see how this goes. I looped the chain back on itself to put it a little higher and to make sure it couldn't get dislodged from just the hook that was there. So we got the tube feeder hung up. And then we have the suet cage as well. I wish I could get these higher up the tree. Wish I had a taller ladder for sure. But this will work for now. Just a very simple setup. Because I'm using these chains, I'm not damaging the trees at all. Didn't have to drill any holes into them. Super easy. And then from inside my living room, there's the view. Hopefully we will get some visitors soon. And after about a week, I got pretty excited because our first group of visitors came to the feeder. They were checking it out, flying back and forth from the branch to the feeder, grabbing some of the seeds, so it was working great. Also had some house sparrows and some goldfinches come by too, which was awesome. I haven't seen anything use the suet feeder yet though. Maybe they don't like the suet, or we don't have those types of birds that want suet around here, but the tube feeder has been working great. Pretty soon too, I'm hoping to add some feeder setups to my back deck as well. So if you want to see those, make sure to subscribe and stick around. Those shouldn't be too far away in the future. But I'm going to call it there. Thank you as always for watching my videos, and I'll see you in the next one.